So the financial markets are in absolute turmoil, interest rates are spiraling through the roof, recession is looming, it's imminent. There's going to be blood on the streets, there's going to be terrific property deals out there, but exactly how are you going to profit from that opportunity? How are you going to get those property deals done when the banks are saying computer says no? Well, to discuss all that, I'm joined by my good friend and fellow property angel from the hit Sky TV show Property Elevator, John Howard. John, how you doing?
I'm very well. How are you, Ranjan? Exciting times, aren't they?
They're not too bad, but these last few years have been a little bit of an all-you-can-eat buffet in terms of getting projects funded. Interest rates were all-time lows. Banks were eager to lend money, but that's not going to be the case over the next year or so, is it?
No, it's not. It's not, Ranjan. And actually, I struggle to make a lot of money in a very hot market, which is what it's been, because there's too many people. It's too easy, and people will work on lower margins than I'm prepared to do, and you're prepared to do, I'm sure, as well. So for me, an adjustment in the market and a bit of turbulence is never a bad thing. You know, a bit of turbulence, a bit of blood on the street, never a bad thing. And this opportunity in my career, this is only the fourth time this has come round in a 43-year career. So this might be my last big shout. And I've made more money coming out of a property recession than any other time in my career, Ranjan. But you need to set the deals up right, and that's so important. And I look at so many deals where they're not set up right. They haven't negotiated in the correct way with the vendor to get the benefit and the best out of the deal. And I think going forward, and one of the reasons we're doing the conference, of course, is because we want to share our experiences. And experience at the moment going forward is going to be the most important thing. And to see how other people pitch, because we've got 3 live pitches, of course, on the day, on the 6th of November as well, Ranjan. So seeing how people do it and see what mistakes they make or how they do it right, they can then be copied.
In many respects, we couldn't have timed this conference better. It's the Property Elevator live one-day conference on Sunday, 6th of November. And the thing, Property Elevator is all about funding your deals through equity, through partnership with knowledgeable people, knowledgeable, experienced property developers who can guide you, give you mentoring and partner with you, as well as providing equity investment into your property project. And that is going to be the key going forward, because I know you mentioned that you've done some of your best deals in recession. I have too, but I think the key element to all my deals that I've done in the recession times is when the banks are not necessarily saying yes all the time or yes to all of it. It's key to get private equity involved, sometimes from private investors, sometimes from other sort of knowledgeable people with skills, as well as capital to put in, and also sometimes from structuring deals where the vendor themselves puts in some money, either through putting it in directly or usually taking it at a later stage once the development is complete.
I think all options are on the table during a property recession, because the vendor has got to try and help you. The person selling got to try and help himself or help herself a little bit. It's not easy. You don't just slap it on the market and have 5 offers and people fighting each other. That won't happen anymore. So for me and for you and people like us and everyone really, even if you're a first-time developer or first-time investor, you need to start off on the right foot. So many people say to me, well, it was my first deal, John. It didn't really matter. I didn't make any money, but it didn't really matter. It bloody well does matter. You want to make sure you start off in the correct way and make some decent money. What is the point, Ranjan, of doing a deal? And we've all done it, by the way, at some point. Do a deal and not make any money. Oh, I've got experience from it. It doesn't matter. It does matter. It really matters to set the deal up right and to gain some experience, and the contacts are so important in this. Meet people who can help you, be it funding, be it with experience. And that's exactly like you said, the Property Elevator show is coming into its own because the deals will be better than what we've seen in the past series.
No, those are very good points, John, and I've seen that. Some people are losing money or just made virtually nothing on a deal. But the other thing I've seen over the last few years is that people have gone in and looked at the end values of their project, and they've done the project for a year or so, and they've actually come out surprised because their end values have been slightly more than they initially expected. And that's really made the deal far sweeter. But now it's completely different. You've got to completely recalibrate the way you look at deals for a market where the GDVs might be slightly less than you expect when you build things out.
The one thing you can't rely on is inflation, property inflation in the next 24 months. So if you got out of jail last time because of inflation, you got out of jail, well done. Don't rely on that again, because the inflation angle, property prices rising 20, 25% is not going to happen. So if you got away with it, well done. But don't think you're going to get away with it again.
Exactly. Now, in a nutshell, basically, all of us angels that appear on the Property Elevator show are basically completely recalibrating the way we do business for the times ahead. We're completely recalibrating the way we look at deals, structure deals, negotiate deals, fund deals, and what mix of equity and debt we have on those deals. And what we're doing by organising this special Property Elevator Live conference on Sunday, 6th of November, is to share that all with you guys, so you too can recalibrate and adjust to the market ahead. What's the nitty-gritty of what we're covering on the day, John?
Well, I think we all come from different angles. We're all successful in the property industry in different ways. And so actually, some people will fit in and see what I'm doing and like what I do. Others will fit in and see what you do, Ranjan. Others will fit in and see what Paul does, and Nicholas as well. So I think there are lots of different ways of making money out of property, but you need to choose one, and you need to be consistent, mentally consistent, and get on with it. And it may not be you they particularly want to talk to, Ranjan, or listen to on the Sunday. It may not be me either. It might be Paul, it might be Nicholas, and of course we've got some great sponsors who really work with us on a pretty regular basis, and they're going to be speaking too. So it really is all encompassing, and it will give you a really good insight into our thoughts of what's going to happen going forward, because we've got so much experience between us. It's so important to, knowledge is power, and being cautious in this market is very, very important. But it doesn't mean you can't make money in this market. You can make money in this market, but you've got to be cautious, and I always think you need to de-risk everything more than ever. And we'll show and explain how we do that as well. And I think it's a very, very valuable day, when you think what you can gain from it, and you've got nothing to lose. And also, of course, networking. There's going to be a lot of people there who you can network with. And the one thing people ask me, how it's all right for you, John? How do you find deals? How do you find deals? By talking to people, not by bloody emailing them.
Networking is a key element of this, and it's networking. We'll be introducing it to some of our power team members that make deals happen. Yeah. And it's networking and knowledge with a view to doing deals in the market to come. This isn't about rehashing glory days of deals gone by, because quite frankly, that's irrelevant. That's for the birds.
It's history. It's
history. It's complete history. This is about how you're going to be profiting from the recession coming ahead and doing deals in a completely different way than you're used to, and how to prepare you for that. Because there are very few people around who have actually done deals in similar markets in previous cycles. And basically we're dusting off those strategies, we're dusting off those techniques, and reshaping them, if you like, for the unique characteristics of the market ahead, and sharing them with you on that day.
We certainly are. And the day before, I'm having dinner with you, Ranjan, on the Saturday night. Now, I've been trying to get you to buy me dinner for about last year, if you remember. And every time I end up paying for some reason. I don't know how that happens. But actually, we've only got a few tickets left for the VIP dinner the night before. So if anyone wants to come to that and listen to and network with us all, there are a few tickets left. Not many though, are there?
So yes, as John alluded to, you can attend the one-day conference on the day. The day-long conference takes place in Heathrow in London. It's on Sunday, 6th of November. It's all that value for £150. Now, we also have a special VIP pass where you can actually join the Property Angels for dinner the night before, take your networking to the next level. Remember, this conference and VIP experience is not just about learning from us. It's an opportunity to build business relationships with people who are going to make deals happen for you over the next few years. So come on the day on 6th of November, or get yourself one of our limited edition VIP passes. We only have a limited number of places to join us for dinner, join the Angels for dinner on the night before, and front row seating at the event on the Sunday.
I just say, Ranjan, at the dinner, the rules are every course we move round. So starter, main course and pudding. So they're not going to have to sit next to you all the time. So that might encourage more people to come.
And of course, one of the courses is just coffee, which takes the shortest time to drink. And that's the time you can spend with John.
Absolutely. Very good. Very good.
We're calling this conference Property Elevator Live, and a key aspect of this is that we're going to do a live version of the show where you can come along and pitch your deal live to us and go away with funding. That's going to be quite exciting, isn't it, John?
Really exciting. And of course, you know, the world has changed. You know, the deals have changed, and the sort of deals we're looking for may have changed. I mean, I'm not that keen on looking at land that's going to be built on and take 2 years to complete personally, because I'm not sure where the market's going to be in 2 years. I'm doing a lot of buying quite a lot of distressed stock, you know, part finished, people have got already got into difficulties. So, but everyone's got different strategies. All the Angels have got different strategies, so you can pick the one you want. And of course, you may come pitching, hoping to get one particular Angel to work with you, and that's absolutely fine. But remember, you need to know what they like to do before you bring the deal. Ideally, do a bit of research.
And I think going forward, the sweetest deals that are going to be done are going to be the ones where you can't get funding purely from the bank. Getting funding from the bank is easy. The deals that don't work just with bank funding will be the ones that you'll be able to pick up for the keenest price. And those you're going to be wanting to do with private investors and angel investors. This is going to be the event which will equip you with the knowledge and skills and contacts to bring private investor and private equity finance into your deal doing mix.
Absolutely, Ranjan. They need to get out there, find a great deal, and bring it to us on the 6th of November.
Now, I've left a link on the bottom of the screen for you to book your place at Property Elevator Live. Don't leave it till the last minute because tickets will go. Places are strictly limited. This is a one-off live event. There are no more scheduled this year. If you miss it, you will miss out. So don't think you can just apply for a place on the last day. It isn't going to be for hundreds and hundreds of people because we want to make sure there's maximum interactivity so that you get networking value and you get value from the day. And also tickets are even more limited for the VIP dinner the night before, because John and I don't talk with our mouth full. So make sure you bag yourself a ticket, a VIP ticket, if you want to receive that extra benefit.
Yeah, what I would say, of course, is to get 4 Angels to work on all day on a Sunday is not easy. It's not easy. So make the most of it.
So yeah, Property Angels, join us in heaven at Property Elevator Live, Sunday, 6th of November. See you there.